What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Young Hawk, the 5 Deuce Gun, and we right here live in Studio AFG for Radio AFG Live, as you can see right here on the sides. Stay tuned, we about to get this show started, because tonight's episode is a So You Got Time for That Saturday. We're going to be going from 11 till 12:30, from 11:30 till 12:30 tonight. So sit back, relax, and let your mind text. Hit us up, because the phone lines will be open once the show starts. 215-471-0713. The number one more time, 215-471-0713. We about to get the show though, folks, so sit tight and welcome to Radio AFG Live. I am your host extraordinaire, Young Hawk, the 5 Deuce Gun, and I thank you for rocking out with me tonight. Appreciate everybody out there that joined me up on Twitter, so you can hit me up on Twitter. Follow me at The Real Young Hawk. That's DAREALYOUNGHAAK. I do follow back. You'll see that by the way we get it popping. But enough of me talking. Let's get the show started.
My son, ask for thyself another kingdom, for that which I leave is too small. AFG's go hard.
Oh, yeah. Tune in, log in, because we are live. Welcome to Radio AFG Live. We right here, and we ain't moving, nigga. And I, your host with the most, the 5 Deuce Gun himself, Young Hawk.
Worst part about it, these niggas is just acting. I'm not hating. See my statement, y'all standing. Continuation. See my eyes, they close captions. We couldn't be heard. See your words just scroll past them. Our people's focused in on the horse that his voice snapping. My 40 years of aching. These guys are just mad. You sitting right next to this squad while y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Young Hawk, the 5 Deuce Gun, man. Y'all know what it is. It's Radio AFG Live, and we are live right here back via twitch.tv/the 5 Deuce Gun. I think you're rocking out with me. We right here on a So You Got Time for That Saturday night, right here live on Radio AFG Live. As you can see, the phone lines are open. 215-471-0713 is that number. That number one more again, 215-473-0713. As I said, tonight's topics are So You Got Time for That. Basically, it's a spot for greatness entertainment all day. And, you know, at the end of the day, I wanted to come to you guys tonight to speak on a multitude of topics. And though we only going to be together for an hour, I feel as though the stuff that I'm going to talk about tonight may ruffle a few feathers, excuse me. It may rub some people the wrong way, not because I'm going to be speaking in defamation of anybody's character, or not because I'm going to be defaming anybody's character, as I should say. It's just that certain topics, certain people would ridicule you about, you know, but other things they got all the time in the world for that aren't as important, that are not lucrative or productive or godly in any way, shape, or form. The reason I called tonight's Radio AFG Live broadcast So You Got Time for That. Basically, you know, how many of you have tried and failed, or tried and succeeded at quitting a drug or alcohol? Stop drinking, stop smoking cigarettes or marijuana, whatever. Who out there has tried these things and has succeeded and or failed or stumbled upon their way to success of stopping these things? When you discuss this with friends or family, you know, I want to stop smoking all the time. I want to stop drinking all the time. It's not good for me. It's ungodly anyway. And all I'm doing is poisoning my body, helping myself die quicker. You know, I'm always getting into trouble off of this. Nothing good comes of it. I need to stop. How many of you have came to that realization in your life and talked to your friends and or family members only to have them laugh at you, ridicule you, make fun of you, call you names, even look at you like you're less of a person now? You can't hang out with the cool kids anymore like we're back in high school. You know, how many of you went through those issues? You know, they got all the time in the world for ridiculing you. They got all the time in the world for putting you down and doing all this negative shit, continuously going out there glorifying these women who have no respect for themselves, who feel as though they have to objectify themselves to get attention. Those of you who are taking your clothes off for reasons of finance to really pay your bills and really pay college tuition, hey, if that's what you're really doing and that's your only means, I can't knock you for doing what you have to do, because we all have to do something we don't like at one point in time in our life. That being said, though, women put themselves on a pedestal with each other, thinking that men or the people that they want attention from, they have to act in turn the way they have been acting in order to get said attention. You know, I seen a few posts on Instagram earlier that made hella sense. Somebody had a post up there and it had a picture on the left hand side. It was a meme, but on the left hand side was a chick in her bathroom taking a selfie with her ass up on the sink, pointing the ass towards the mirror, taking a picture so the people who see the picture will see the ass. And it says over above that picture, any girl can do this. And then to the right of that picture, there were three smaller pictures. One with a woman graduating from some form of college or higher learning institution. One where a woman is, successful in life after graduating, have a career. And another picture underneath for that showing her with husband and children, the way God planned. But how many? And over those pictures it says, but how many can do this? That was a beautiful thing that I've seen, and I don't care how many people screenshotted it and reposted it onto theirs. The fact that you could repost something like that as opposed to reposting more propaganda, more bullshit, more dumbing down of our youth. You know, a lot of people keep saying, turn down for what? Let's go turn up. Well, do you have children? Do they know Jesus? Have you introduced them to the Bible? Or do you just sit them down in front of a television and as long as they quiet, you don't care what they're doing? Do they know the Bible? Do they? Do they know Jesus Christ? This is not a flask. It's not a fake prop. This is real. I've been through it in the book of Genesis through creation right now. That's why I have this little paper holding spot. And then also down in the book of John, where I have this old school piece of old school party flyer that I ripped and left here so I can remember my place. The Holy Bible. It's real. It's not a flask. It's not a fake prop. It's real. With that being said, do your children know Jesus? Do you know Jesus? Does it matter? Do you have any idea why you want to go out every weekend? Have you stopped and sat down and asked yourself that question? No. You just get the call, get the text, and you and your girlfriends or you and your guy friends go out and turn up. Turn down for what? And I'm not being judgmental because I've been out there. I haven't been using hashtag or quotational turn up, turn down for what, but I have been out there partaking in the activities that I should not have been partaking in. And I had to ask myself, why am I doing it? Am I doing it because I feel as though that's what I want to do? No. I'm doing it for the ambiance, the adoration. Why? Who the hell? Why am I doing this? Recently, a few weeks ago, I decided to not drink liquor anymore. No more straight liquor. Yeah, yes, I've had 2 beers. I went to Mad Max with my man J Mac. Shout out to my man J Mac, 215 Entertainment. We went to Mad Max in the University City area where I'm at right now. And, I told people, like, I'm not drinking. I'm not getting no margaritas, no frozen mixed drinks, no liquor. I'll have a beer, but I'm not drinking no liquor. And, everybody at the table, the 2 females that accompanied us, my man, nobody said nothing. My man J Mac didn't go, oh, you bitching because you don't want to take no shots and try to peer pressure me into taking shots. The female companions that was with us did not say, oh, you bitching, you should take some shots or drink these drinks. It was like, oh, that's what's up. That's really what's up. And we actually had a little conversation about why and things that I've seen in my life. And hopefully them hearing me, especially the people that were younger than me, them hearing me speak that testimony will make them wake up one day and say, you know what, I don't need this drink either. Fuck, I spent $27 on this frozen mixed cocktail of death for that I'm going to be complaining about saying I'm not drinking no more, but to be out here drinking again the very next night. So, all in all, I made a decision not to drink. And it wasn't because of the Bible, not saying that I'm coming at Jesus or I don't believe in the Bible. I'm just saying I didn't make that decision because I read the Bible and found out that it's a sin. I realized situations escalated worse than they had to be too often off of alcohol. And then I thought in retrospect, not only to the incidents that took place at the beginning of this year with alcohol being involved, but thinking about my entire life of having alcohol in situations that was already rocky just get ultra tumultuous because of the introduction of an imbibed alcoholic beverage. And I made a realization that that's not where I want my life to continue going. Because I could be killed or kill somebody else. I could be injured or injure somebody else due to an escalation of an argument or a disagreement of words. Then being inebriated from alcohol, you put those two things together, is chaos. So no acting tough, no thug street gangster about it. You could just been in the club enjoying yourself, getting your drink on, you and your team, you and your females, whoever you with, and then some stranger bump into you, and as opposed to just being an adult, which you would probably done in the street if y'all was in the street setting, and go, oh my bad, and that person says, oh my bad, excuse me, it wasn't intentional, I didn't just bump into you, intentional to fuck with you, nothing like that, my bad, no problem, and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Nope, people get stupid. Damn, dog, why should the fuck you going? Damn, it's like that, like both our backs is to each other. It's not like I purposely bumped into you. I ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga. And then it turns into violence and shootings and news coverage and cover-ups and all types of shit. But you got time for that. So you got time for that. You ain't got time for, you know, sitting down and having heart-to-heart talks with your sister or your brother or your children or your mother, your father, any of your siblings, offspring, aunts, uncles about life in general, about the direction that you have been going or that you are going, and how you either don't care about what's going to happen in the afterlife or how you give a fuck and you want to make a change. You ain't got no time for that. That's too right. That sounds like too right. But we got time to keep on attacking each other verbally, physically, intrapersonally, via social media, on songs, subliminally through words, physically through fighting, through shooting, stabbing, maiming, raping, pillaging, disrespecting. And for what? What are we getting out of this? This anarchical society that we are creating. What are we getting out of it? Are you getting paid for being a jackass? Are you? I'm just asking. I think to that Sprint commercial where they got the, you don't want to look like a at the end of the joint, and at the end of the day, that's what a lot of you going to look like, who keep on singing these songs, don't know what you're saying, don't know what it's about, keep throwing up these signs, don't know what you throwing up, thinking you just putting up the AOK sign, thinking that nigga signed to the rock sign. You don't know what you're doing. But don't listen to me. I'm one of many who have sinned and grinned. You understand me? I have sinned and grinned, meaning I was out there doing bad things, knowing I shouldn't have been out there causing trouble and all that, and was laughing about it. Completely blind and unaware and uneducated and ignorant to my actions and the result of such. Getting older, understanding, realizing, especially through retrospect as an adult, these aren't the ways that I want my son to be brought up. I don't want him to exhibit any of the behaviors that I have. That's why I haven't exhibited these behaviors around him. He knows nothing of my existence on social media. In fact, he really knows nothing of social media. He'll be 12 this year. My child do not watch a lot of this bullshit that's on television, whether it's a cartoon for children or whether it's some show for adults or teenagers. He don't watch a lot of it. And not by parental, no, you better not, but by, I don't want to watch that, Dad. I'm not watching that, Mom. Through education, him reading. He don't ask for, I want that new such and such toy. He asks for a book. Whether it be on amphibians and reptiles, whether it be on world history that you can't get by reading social studies books in school. That's the type of shit that I like to see from any and everybody, because I myself have been a horrible person in my life. Smoke marijuana, still do. I don't promote that to anybody. I honestly believe it's a holistic thing. There's chemical properties in it that heals and stuff like that, and to believe that the government wants to exile that and things like omega-3 and aloe vera, so we can't have holistic natural remedies to rub on wounds, to cauterize wounds, or to help us heal faster like Neosporin without the chemicals. They want us to go get with Big Pharma and have to pop pills and be fucking zombies. Those pills do not heal anything. They cause a distraction in your mind, and distractions will kill you if you let them. I will say that again because a wise man, college black graduate man from Morehouse University said it to me. Distractions will kill you if you let them. How many times have we done things we knew we shouldn't have done when we were children? Has nothing to do with the Bible. Just our mom or dad told us. For those of us lucky to have both parents or either or around us. How many times did they say, don't put your hands in that cookie jar? And then you put your hand in that cookie jar. And then they ain't say nothing but yell at you. And then the next time they say, don't put your hand in that cookie jar. And you put your hand in the cookie jar again. And this time they make you stand in the corner holding a big ass dictionary over your head or something for an hour or so. Next time they say, don't put your hand in that cookie jar. And they catch you with your hand in that cookie jar. That's going to be the time where they beat your ass. And see, older ass beatings sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but older ass whippings from parent to child came with a message. It wasn't just, didn't I tell you, and then it's over. No, it was it was repeated so many times. This is why this is happening. It's called discipline. You had to learn, blah, blah, blah. You had a conversation before, during, and after the ass whipping. Not just, didn't I tell you, and you sent to your room and you cry, you go to sleep, you wake back up and eat dinner or whatever like that. No. This is why we got a lot of kids that don't got no guidance out here, don't give a fuck about what a cop would say to them, any type of authoritative figure, whether it be Jesus Christ and the Father God, or whether it be the principal or the teacher at school. And ask yourself, if you believe in anything spiritual, whether you believe in the world of Islam and you follow Allah, whether you are a Christian, and you believe in Jesus Christ, regardless of who your God or who you pray to, if you believe in God, ask yourself, is what I'm doing in the form of his approval? Or am I doing something that I know either through scripture or through education from someone who knows the scripture that I should not be doing? Then if you have children, think about what you're feeding them, not just physically, mentally, spiritually, the shows they're watching. As I said, I grew up a horrible child. I did bad things. I stole from my mother when I was younger, stole from the supermarkets when I was a little kid. Did a lot of violent things, was very temperamental, super angry, just lashing out, and always said, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. Anybody remember not Boys in the Hood, Tales from the Hood? Where the boy Hakeem from Moesha was starring in that joint, the gangster boy shot him all up. Before they killed him, he was on the ground. What'd he say? Oh, give a fuck. Oh, give a fuck. And they shot his ass all up. Sometimes you're going to be faced with a decision. And you're going to have to either go left or right. It ain't no gray area I'm just going to hang around here. You're going to have to make a decision. Do you have time for this? No, you ain't got no time to hear nothing about saving your life and the lives of others. And even if you know that you've done bad and you don't feel in your heart that you deserve to be ascended to heaven, it doesn't mean you can't help somebody else get on that righteous path. Don't damn yourself and damn others. Do you have time for this? Do you have time to find out the type of shit that's going on in the shows that your children are watching? Do you have time to find out what's going on in the world around you? The people throwing up the signs and all that shit? No, you ain't got no time for that. But you got time to make sure every night of the week, when that specific show, any show, it could be anything, but you know that you make it's like a ritual to you. You hear that? Ritual, hear that? It's kind of like a ritual to you. How if you got a favorite show that come on Tuesday night, you know you're going to pop your popcorn or cook your buffalo wings, turn your phone off, and sit there and curl up in bed and watch the show. Oh my God, did you see that? It's like a ritual. Do it sound familiar? Because hundreds of thousands of people do this every day. And they don't tweet and post about it. Then there's millions of people that tweet, Instagram, Facebook, whatever about it. Don't bother me right now. I'm watching Scandal. TTYL, I'm watching #Empire. Y'all better not hit my motherfucking phone because I'm watching Basketball Bitches of Atlanta. Think about that. You got time for that? You got time to want to stick your nose in your girlfriend business. You ain't gonna be. You got time to interject in all that nut-ass negativity. But you ain't got no time to be like, hold on, we all sitting here being zombified watching this fucking TV all day when we come in the house. How about we play some board games, turn the fucking TV off? How about we cook dinner as a family, have conversation, read the Bible together? Something. Nope. Every day after school, every day after work, it's same routine. You go here, you go there, with the occasional I'm gonna go turn up and turn down for what on the weekend. Same shit. Go to work, come home, sip something, twist something, put the kids over there. Wherever over there is, whether it's in their room, whether it's in the living room, dining room, whether you upstairs, they downstairs, whatever. You put them over there, put a movie on, put a channel on, put a game on, and let them sit, or put the computer in their hand, a tablet. Little ass kids got iPhone 5, 6s, 7s. 7 ain't even out yet. Niggas got 5s and fucking Galaxy 5s and Tab 4s and all that. Why does a 10-year-old need that type of technology and access to that type of shit? But as long as they quiet and they ain't yelling and screaming, you don't care. Here you go. You ain't got no time to make that right. You ain't got no time to, oh shit. But you got time to keep on perpetuating stereotypes. You got time to keep repeating the same cycle of fuckery. You got time to listen to somebody run their mouth and they're lying with the proof right there on the screen that you're watching them type on. You're being deceived. But you ain't got no time for that. But what's about to happen next Wednesday on Empire, you can talk to me for the entire time that I've just been talking during this segment of Radio AFG Live. You can talk to me double this amount of time about a show that don't even last as long as what the fuck I'm talking about right now. It's only an hour long, but you can talk to me 2 hours about it and the episode didn't even come on yet. Perplexing, isn't it? But I digress, ladies and gentlemen. It's Radio AFG Live. It's your boy, Young Hawk, the Five Dudes Gun. Phone lines are open if you got something to say about it. 215-471-0713. Do you got time for that? Oh, but you got time for that. 215-471-0713 is that number. That number one more again. 215-471-0713. Hit me up, man. Don't be afraid. I won't bite, but I will keep it officially authentic with you. I can't sit back anymore and trash my own life. I've done it, so I know what it feels like. That's why I said what I said. It's not a judgmental thing or anything like that. It's from a real place of respect. And speaking of respect, shout out to G-Town's own Reese Stacks, because the track we about to play right here on Radio AFG Live is from Reese Stacks. The track is entitled Ass Whooping, live on Radio AFG. Let's go.
So quick to part a bitch bro. Let that motherfucker soul glow. Cornrow, knock a hole off a tiptoe. Oh no, have a looking like a bozo. Clown show when a test, that's a no-no. Go fast cause I never ever reach slow. Don't sleep cause I let my big fist grow. All up in your eye though, no sweet shit. Yes, I be working all day. On business, I stay out the way. But bitches be playing all day. Pissed off, tell them y'all made day. Ass whooping gonna come your way. A price that you will fucking pay. Not sweet, no cake souffle. My shoes laced and I'm so ready. Leave them on the ground, let them rest and lay. And skate off like a real lady. Don't play, keep a hoe at bay. When I snap, better run away. Fight fair like back in the day. Punk bitch don't come my way. I'm trying to make peace today. So hoes better watch what they say. Cause I'ma whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass. Can't let it pass. Cause I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't talk shit or I'm gonna whoop your ass. Keep it moving or I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass. Can't let it pass. Cause I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't talk shit or I'm gonna whoop your ass. Keep it moving or I'm gonna whip your ass. I pay your motherfucking cat back. Ain't word let me snap back. No slacking, stuffing in my backpack. Have you shaking like you won't crack. Pimp smack, have a hoe take a long neck. No rap, bust your lip, have it on stack. No lack, now tell me how you gon' act. Fuck around and get a react. Fall back, a hit to your face fucking swell. Gotta stop before I end up in jail. But my fam won't post up that bell. No black face, no Keenan and Kel. Better pass or you will fucking fail. I bet you gon' run and tell. Talk shit, I'm gonna rock your bell. Gonna stutter till you can't fucking spell. Hit hard, bitch, can't you tell? Oh shit, I think I broke my nail. Whooping ass so oh fucking well. Like key to make it Put your face down in that grass. Got a sidekick named Everlast. I told you hoes that it pass. Now it's gonna be foot to ass. I'ma whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass. Can't let it pass, cause I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't talk shit, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. Keep it moving, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass. Can't let it pass, cause I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't talk shit, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. Keep it moving, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm ready with my start phone, my sneaks and my sweats on. You're about to get stepped on. Spin your head like a cyclone. Keep your voice at a low tone, or you'll be looking like a snow cone. Tell them hoes to get the fuck on before they all get walked on, stomped on, knock your motherfucking head off. Sit still and watch it pop off. Top off, I'm nice but I'm not soft. Then line, please don't cross. Get lost, you'll be sick till you need raw. Snatch your motherfucking wig off. Put a hole on the sidewalk. Fuck around and get dropped off, knocked off. If a hoe needs discipline, my head gonna tap that chin. No joke or smile or grin. Start shit but you're not gonna win. Have you sleeping in a long weekend? Your bones I'm a breaking bend, and I'm not gonna say it again. You're about to get socked again. I'ma whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass. Can't let it pass, cause I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't talk shit, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. Keep it moving, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass. Can't let it pass, cause I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't talk shit, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. Keep it moving, or I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Ha!
I'ma whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass. Keep it moving, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't talk shit, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. Can't let it pass, cause I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Ass whooping. Reese Stacks, ass whooping right here on Radio AFG Live. Phone lines is open 215-471-0713. That number one more again. 215-471-0713. It's your boy Young Ace to the double AK. I am him in the flesh. It's the Five Dudes Gun, baby. I thank y'all for rocking out with me. This is still a So You Got Time for That Saturday broadcast. We broadcasting live via twitch.tv/the Five Dudes Gun. Radio AFG Live usually comes to you Monday through Saturday, 11 p.m. to 11:30 for the live feed, 11:30 to 11:45 for the extended podcast via blogtalkradio.com. But until we get into March, your boy Young H to the double AK. I'm sorry, until we get into April, your boy Young H to the double AK. I am him in the flesh, the Five Dudes Gun. We'll be broadcasting Radio AFG Live in HD 1080p quality right here on twitch.tv. So make sure you guys click on that good heart on the page and subscribe. If you got pages and channels you want me to subscribe and advertise with, leave the links in the comment section below right here live on twitch.tv/the Five Dudes Gun. That's twitch.tv/DA, the number 5 EEGUN. You can always send tracks to be played live on Radio AFG Live or to be put right here on this joint called Street Heat Volume 3. That is Radio AFG Live's third, almost got myself caught doing some dumbass shit. Third volume of Street Heat. I did 2 volumes of it already. Have artists from all around the world that sent the music from different coasts and everything like that. Canada, New York, Long Beach, California, South Beach, I'm sorry. It was awesome to have, J-Star, the Demi-Goddess on the joint, Mermaid, Stallion, Reese Stacks, China 5-Star, Pound Cake, Baby, China Star. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people on the joint. I fucks with everybody for y'all sending y'all music out. Shout out to Chose Mac and DJ YRS Jersey. Everybody from the Bay Queen herself, the Bay God herself, Extraordinary Ann, Marianne out there. Shout out to Rachel Marie Love. You can follow her on Twitter at Rachel Marie Love. You know what I mean? Go get her album right off of iTunes. She's doing her thing. You know what I mean? King Status. I still played it on Radio AFG Live from time to time if I can actually find that file, because things is different now. I got different hard drives, different computers and all that, so I got to look through certain shit. But once I get it, it will be back in rotation. As I was saying, though, if you guys want to be on Street Heat Volume 3, all you got to do is send your tracks, MP3 form, of course, and they don't have to be like the radio edit version, because we play the live real versions right here on Radio AFG Live. So you can send the MP3 if you want to be on Radio AFG Live Presents Street Heat Volume 3. All you got to do is send your MP3 tracks to the 5deucegun at gmail.com. That's DA, the number 5, DUECEGUN at gmail.com. And I'll put that thing right on there for you for free $99. I got some tracks that people paid for. I opened up a spot for a couple other tracks to get on there because the track list was a little lower for the paid people. So I put a couple other tracks on there so you guys got some extended period of time. I'll probably drop it towards the end of March, beginning of April. So make sure you look out for Street Heat Volume 3. It's all about the independent artists and entrepreneurs out there. It's my tracks and they just get on my shit. Nope, I'm just the host. All I've been doing is recording in the mic, saying the little host words, and playing their music. That's it. All I'm doing is worrying about promoting other people. Not only did Will Smith say, but a lot of individuals have let other people know through the history of man. If you're not taking some time out of life to make somebody else's life better, you're wasting your time. And I've tried to put a lot of people on. Some people turn to be fuck boys, fake ass niggas, all types of shit, snakes, all types of shit. Fake people who try to defame my character, bring my name down and things of that nature. And you individuals, it's not just one, you individuals, plural, know who you are. That's why I don't mess with you. That's why I don't want to do business with you. You've already shown the snake in the grass mentality before anything ever went the way it's been going recently. And I've been hearing it and seeing it for years. I've even stepped to people about it. So y'all know what it is and y'all know what it's about. That being said, do you got time for bettering your life? Do you got time for reevaluating your position? Do you got time for just sitting in your crib when you're off of work and you ain't got nothing to do? Instead of just calling every guy you know or every girl you know and ready to go find out what's popping tonight. Pick up the jack. Beep, doop, beep, doop, beep, doop, beep. What's popping tonight? That's a house phone, by the way. What's popping tonight? Yeah, I'm going to the turn up. That's the studio phone, but that's a house phone. It wasn't a cell phone. I don't know what y'all think. Look at that old ass Sprint phone. That's a VTech joint, cordless, throwback. You know what I'm saying? House phone. But anyway, you got time for propaganda, spreading hatred, talking shit behind people's back, planting seeds of negativity, not thinking that your children or their children or somebody kids who you around if you visited somebody else's house is listening to every fucking word you saying, hanging on to every word you speak. It's funny. They got certain parents, and I've seen it, who would laugh when their kids start saying these raunchy, stupid, disrespectful ass lyrics of songs back in the day. And right now. They would laugh. So I ain't gonna just say just this generation, 10 years ago too. I was born in 83. My mother was not comfortable with me cursing ever around her. I haven't lived with her since I was 14 years old. 2 years off of that being 2 decades, she realized it's not so much that she can tell me, but it's not a matter of her telling me as a rule. It's a matter of respect that I have to show to not do that around her. Now, we have a very dynamic and unique relationship because of how I was brought up, how me and her really didn't gel well when I was younger due to whatever she went through with my father that I don't know anything about because I don't even know that nigga. That being said, I didn't turn out to be some debaucherous, pedophilic, killer, bank robbing, stop everybody else from trying to prosper ass person. So I can't blame nothing on my father. The only thing I can say is I felt bad that I saw even kids who parents weren't together through matrimony, didn't live in the same household, got together and did stuff for the kids. That kind of made me feel weird and jealous and envious when I was younger, you know, but I always had older brother named James that always treated me like an adult since I could remember. Never goo-goo gaga me, always talked to me straight. Once I turned 18, 19 years old, me and my mother started communicating way better than we ever have. So we started having a more communicative relationship. But I'm starting to see the error of my ways clearer and starting to want to change them. And I'm putting myself in the position to do so. If anybody that knows me, you know February 10th, 2008, I stopped smoking cigarettes. We are now past February 10th, 2015. Actually, today is the 28th, and if it's past 12 o'clock, it's now the 29th. It's 12:01. So we're now on the 29th. I'm sorry, it was March. It's March the 1st because we were in February. February got 28 days. I'm tripping for that leap year. That being said, we on March the 1st now. So I've not had cigarettes smoking cigarettes, Newports, Camel, whatever, clothes, whatever kind of your brand that you like, haven't smoked them since February 10th, 2008 at 53rd and Parish. It's like time stopped. And I said, what the fuck am I doing? I smoke marijuana, something that has never, through my research, in history, killed anybody, made somebody go out on a binger and shoot motherfuckers up, crash a car because they was drunk, kill anybody, die because they smoked it, whatever. Cigarettes historically, statistically kill hundreds of thousands of people worldwide every year. Then I can't be around no real women smelling like this. I can't go get no job interview smelling like this. Even if the person who's giving the interview smoked like a chimney, they're interviewing me. I'm not interviewing them. It made me feel kind of sick to my stomach. It tastes nasty. I'm giving all these negatives about it. Not one positive come from that. See, marijuana, whether it was a mental thing or whether it was feasibly real, like the pain that I was feeling in my lower back. I sit down around no one, no audience, no bunch of people looking at me. I sit around by myself, smoke a marijuana cigarette, sit in that same position. Don't fall asleep. Don't go eat a bunch of snacks and crackers and food. But that relief of that pain is appreciated. And I sit there and love not feeling that angry pain, that throbbing pain. I was like, cool, I'm cool with that. Cigarettes don't take away no pain. They cause me pain. So why am I, you know what? I chewed it over with a Twix. Time stopped. I said, yo, don't give me no more of these. Pass it off to Steve. Never smoked them again. Granted, when I smoke marijuana, sometimes it is wrapped inside of a tobacco leaf. That is the closest thing to a cigarette that I have smoked. But I say that to say this. When I was not aware of my promotion of negativity being a sinful thing, not saying I was willingly and knowingly promoting negativity, but when I'm putting up pictures of me out drinking and partying, that's not only boasting, which is sin, but I'm promoting it to make other people go, damn, I wish I was out. Maybe not the spot that we at, but at the spot that you want to be at. Because somewhere is popping somewhere, right? That you got time for. Making sure, yelling at everybody when you get home from work because you rushing to wash up, makeup up, get your girlfriends together and go to whatever club to show off for some niggas that you don't know and for some bitches you don't know from a can of paint. For no apparent reason other than to turn up or turn down for what? Do you got time for the show? You ain't watching live. You can see it right now on youtube.com/5 Deuce Gun as a rebroadcast. Because I'm going to externally take this link, put it on my YouTube page via the extraction export tool on Twitch. And it will be on my YouTube page. So youtube.com/5 DUECEGUN. And you'll see Radio AFG Live. So you got time for that right up there. Hopefully you got time to think about yourself. Because this is not about me preaching to anybody. This is about me telling you you're wrong. This is me asking a question so you can question yourself. You got all the time in the world. Think about it. Look at what you see in the street. Even if you're not sinning and you're somebody that just lives in an area where you see all this shit around you, like, Think about what you're seeing. And then think about your actions or the lack thereof in certain aspects. You had all the time in the world to argue with somebody over nothing that didn't mean nothing, that escalated into something. You had all that time in the world to he say, she say, and all this BS, but you ain't had no time to go fill out that application. Even though you got a smartphone that can fill out applications right on the internet, you ain't had no time to fill out an application. You had all the time in the world to be scrolling up and spreading rumors and creating fake pages, taking butt naked selfies or talking about somebody in between the lines on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook and all that. But you ain't had no time to find out what time your kids got to be at the next party, John. How much they got to pay until the day of. And they yelling at them, why didn't you never tell me? We did. No, the fuck you didn't. I've seen it a lot. I've seen it. It sounds funny to you guys. You laugh at this type of shit. That's why you desensitize to things like violence, sexuality, and self-respect. Because of all the shows you watch and all the impressions that has been putting you under since you were a child. As I sit here right now with my eyes to this camera and I speak to you guys live via twitch.tv, I know I've sinned in my life and I've done some pretty bad things. And I'm going to have to answer for everything I've done. But that don't mean I should continue in the path of disrespect, degradation and sinning because I've already done bad, so let's keep on doing it. Nor is this some feeble attempt to try to make up, to act as if I do love Jesus, but then he found out in my heart I don't, so go to hell. This is what I really feel. And God knows that, because if I didn't, I wouldn't waste my breath. Not only am I broadcasting live to the world that you can see this anytime right now live, but you can also watch it anytime on my YouTube page. But I've had this conversation weeks, days, and months with myself and others before I ever thought about broadcasting on a show, before I ever thought about bringing it to the public. This is the journey I was going through, realizing the steps that I stumbled over, and that I will keep stumbling over if I don't change my steps. So, do I got time to recollect on my life and see what I've done, what I've been doing, and what it's caused, and want to change that? Or, no, I got time for all the bullshit. I ain't got no time for worrying about trying to fix my life and get a relationship with God and the Son, Jesus Christ. I ain't got no time for that. But I got all the time to spread bullshit news and argue with people, fight, get drunk, make the situation worse, open my mind to bullshit, have people influence me. It's not really my decision. So when you sit there and think, why do you actually drink? It's not because of you. You ain't say, I wish something was invented called alcohol, and when I get older, I wish I could drink it, and then you get older enough to see what it is, you could drink it. You're listening to the impressionable artist, your favorite artist, your favorite actor, your show. You're watching what they're drinking, what they eat, or they're advertising for this company that serves something to eat or something to drink. Who was drinking Ciroc before Diddy bought out that liquor company and got it? Who was drinking Amsterdam before people started having it all up in videos? Who was drinking Nouveau before Usher started singing about it? Think about it. And I know none of you people here in Philadelphia was drinking any of those things before you saw a rapper or a singer singing about it. So I ain't talking about the people up there in the Hamptons who had access to shit like that way before. And that's cheap shit to them, by the way. And we ain't talking about the people that invented this shit and how much we talking about us here in Philadelphia, in New Jersey, in New York. You tell me you were drinking, well, how much was Ciroc? You was drinking $12.39 or $12.79 bottles of Ciroc because the shit was dirt cheap, like Nikolai, like $7.99 a fifth. But when Diddy get it, it's called price inflation. It's called product management, product placement, and supply and demand. When it was just a liquor in the store that nobody knew what the fuck it was, you went right past it. Diddy start holding it? Celebrities start holding it? Y'all out there drinking it, taking pictures with y'all, taking shots of it, all hands in there like it was all feet in a bubblegum in a dish game. Think about it. Who was drinking Balar before niggas started talking Balar? And I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Balar, Belair, suck it. I don't care. Who was drinking Patron before Usher and Ludacris and all niggas started talking about Patron shots and all that? Honestly, you've been influenced, conditioned. You might not even realize it. And the shit that I'm saying is going whoop, right over your head. Your brain in a parakeet. Zing, fly backwards. Meanwhile, you ridicule the shit that I'm saying and people like me that are saying about bettering their lives. Stop hanging out in the corners all the time of the night. Stop causing havoc. Stop drinking or stop smoking. Stop robbing, stealing, whatever you doing. It's motherfuckers that say, I'm going to stop this shit, man. This ain't what I want to be doing, dog. I realize my life is worth way more than this, and I don't want to be going through this and nothing like that. And guess what? Guess what? It's people that listen to them that's standing right next to them and start, listen to this motherfucker talking about bettering this life. Now, nigga, you ain't going to be doing shit. You're going to be right here in this fucking corner with us next year. And the year after that, nigga, you ain't going to no fucking word talking about bettering my life and getting a job. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Tell me you ain't never heard nobody do that to somebody. I'm going to make the scale much smaller. Oh, I got to study for this test tonight, man. I ain't going out there to no party. And I got to study because I'm trying to pass this joint. I ain't trying to have no excuse. Study for the test, dude, is just fucking high school. There'll be other tests. Let's fucking go. Happens. And I ain't talking about the depiction of such in a movie, which is based on the reality of what they are showing you. from what they know. Every film is based on some form of reality. Like when you watch movies like Minority Report, Enemy of the State, those technologies and things like that existed way before we saw it in those movies. But around the time those movies were allowed to be made, because they allowed them to be made, when those films were brought out, they weren't just brought out to entertain you. They were brought out to put you in a trance, to make you see what the truth is. Like all the high-tech gadgets, spyware, controlling cars, and all that type of shit is real. But you look at it, oh, it's just a movie because it's on the screen and Will Smith running and you can see the and it's not real because it's on the screen. And you bought right into it. Meanwhile, I looked at it in a completely different way, especially when shit like Minority Report and Vanilla Sky, Eyes Wide Shut, and shit like that came out. I'm like, dog, they putting this shit right out there. It's no longer some hidden shit. Shit right in front of your face. And what a lot of people are saying. Shout out to the vigilant Christian Mario. They all say it. And I'm thinking to myself, do I care if people ridicule me because I want to change my life? And it had nothing, no disrespect. I'm not saying it has nothing to do, but with the same token, it had nothing to do with me reading the Bible and all these things and getting education and opening my mind up to what I need to be paying attention to instead of paying attention to the distractions. It had nothing to do with that. Like I told you, things were happening in my life that I made myself aware of before somebody else had to pull me back and say, yo, do you realize what you are doing? Before somebody else had to do that, I did that to myself. Like, look at what the fuck is going on and how alcohol is not alcohol, liquor. Because I've drank beer with liquor for years. And I have never drank a bunch of beer and went through the shit I went through when I drank a bunch of straight alcohol and be about to go ham on somebody and escalate a situation and could put myself in danger and others around me and not even be thinking clearly enough. I don't need that. That's not what I live for every week. Is that why you work so hard and get your check every week or bi-weekly? Is that why you put up with the bullshit at that job that you work? Just so you can earn that money, save that money, go buy some skimpy outfit as a woman, or go buy some flashy, fly, pink, colorful, purple shit as a nigga, and go out there and turn up and turn down the wood? That what you do all this hard work for? Is that why you get up every day to go to work and bust your ass? Whether you hustling in the streets trying to feed your daughter like B.I.G., rest in peace, Christopher Wallace, or whether you really working at the post office or for SEPTA or whatever the fuck you doing. Is this why you working all the time? Is that all your life means? And if you don't know nothing about the word of God, then trust me. Please get a Bible. Please go get a Holy Bible, read it. See that the things that you are seeing in front of your face on the TV screen that you watch every day are already depicted and described inside this good book. And it was scribed millennia ago. The Bible didn't get written 2 years ago. It wasn't wrote and scribed last week. So it's not like when you read something that is familiar right in front of your face, it's happening right now. You be like, oh, the only reason it's so coincidental and so resemblant of what's really happening because they just wrote this joint last year. Somebody did research. No, that the Bible and the scripture of such is historically old. Millennia, thousands of years ago. But you ain't got no time for that. You got all the time in the world for bullshit negativity. But for Jesus and the Father God, you ain't got no time for that. Like people be saying, ain't nobody got time for that. It's Radio AFG Live, man. Phone lines is open. 215-471-0713 is the number. That number one more time. 215-471-0713. I appreciate you guys rocking out with me. I thank you very much for doing my thing. Because once we get it popping and everything goes the way it goes, you know, I got to make sure that I can give you guys all the music, all the information that I could possibly give. And it says that if you don't, or if you know of someone who has been doing things wrong, sinning, going against the word of God, and you know this to be true, And you know, because you are, I guess, you are in a way educated through the Spirit of God. You are educated through the Spirit of what is true. You are educated in the spirit of the good book. So when you sit back and you listening to all this shit that some of your friends and other people have said and all that, you're like, wait a minute. Hold the fuck on. Now you mean to tell me you doing all this and doing all that, and you don't realize that this is this and this is that? So when you see it, it's like, damn, what can I do? Can I give them the knowledge that they need to, I don't know, open their own eyes and see the error of their ways? Or do I continue to sit back and say, fuck it, let them keep walking down there, let them keep doing that crazy shit, I don't want nothing to do with it, let them keep on going back and forth with the BS? You understand? Let them keep going through it. I don't care what they talking about. I ain't trying to go through that shit. Is that where we are? Is that what you rather do? Would you rather sit back and allow yourself to let somebody slip away? Watch them go from they was doing well and good and all that to, wait a minute, now you recognizing that what they're doing is sinful, that what they're doing is wrong, and yet and still you say nothing. You're just as bad as the person committing that act. So I feel as though it's my job, if I read something in the good book, if I get educated upon sins and punishments, and I see certain things being demonstrated by friends and family, and I know it to be such, and I don't say nothing, I have damned myself. So I rather get ridiculed by the masses who are blindly following the wrong leader than to follow behind all of y'all and not tell somebody when they not doing right. It's your boy Young Hawk, the 5 Dudes Gun, man. And I just need some inspiration for that. It just made me feel good to get that out. So hopefully you inspired and you feel good that it's out. But speaking of feeling good and being inspired, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the next track of the evening. Radio AFG Live. It's your boy Young Hawk, the 5 Dudes Gun. Phone lines are open, 215-471-0713. This track right here, like I said, I needed some motivation. And when I think of this woman, I'm motivated all the time. The track is from yours truly, the 5 Dudes Gun. It's entitled Umi, Ultimate Motivational Inspiration, live on Radio AFG. Let's go.
January 10th, 1983. That was the greatest gift you ever gave to me. Umi, my ultimate motivational inspiration. Put your hands up, man. We going to something that with us. Sip something nice. We breaking the rules tonight, man. We standing tall because of you. For that affair. Listen up. What should I start, woman? Huh? Let me see. Come sit out the number 2 and roll back to 83. From Children's Hospital on hour 23. With a couple ice chips and that straight on from the scene. And with that scene, I was shown to be tough. My father figured that'd probably be my brother. How was I supposed to know it literally to be my mother? And after all these years, there's still not another above her. Yeah, I love you though at times, it may seem vague. Like no dog on your job, feel like 3 days. Grown through it all, causing problems all along the way. But through it all, there was no limits to the love you gave. So I love you lady, yeah, I love you woman. Yeah, I love your mama, yeah, I love you homie. And you know that you by your side, no hesitation. Just to say thank you for what? For your inspiration. I love you, homie. I mean, really, man. I ain't wanna get too personal and you give me that look. No, I don't want that. I don't wanna be sitting across the table and catch a remote on Thanksgiving. I love you to death, boy. You know that. Now you're in my music. Look, I know you stressed from your 7 badass kids. So when I'm sick, you get your 7 badass cribs. Big yacht plus 7 badass whips. Your own block plus 7 badass men. Why?
cause you deserve your job, man. Steady hustle, slow grinding all the time, man. Remember calling me a fucking ticking time bomb? Well, I'm about to blow up. Now it's our time. The back the clan, yeah, forever fresh. From my personal swagger down to the FCS. Nobody will stop what we do unless it come to death. And even still, we on top of the world screaming, cut the check. Till it's nothing left but the family now. From the no-frill meals to the hand-me-downs. All the struggles endure, family, I want you to wrap around, develop a mother to share it and pass around.
Hey, Mom, I hope you really respect the fact that I actually took time to write this, because I ain't write songs in years. You got me in my bag. I was sitting in the crib thinking how I want to finish the song off. I want to give it a third verse, I want to let him wait for another one. I think that's enough. You don't like rap music anyway, right? This ain't no fucking with this shit. I love you, woman. Just keep the love coming. I'm gonna give me a little bucket of honey. You get some little chocolate milk cocoa mama. We gonna sit there and have a nice conversation. Take it back to you. 6 o'clock. Oh yeah, I got that white paper too. Don't worry about it. I'm Pro Bowl 20, man. We gonna do this real big this evening.
Shout out to Harry Metz, the producer on this track, Roll Gold Beats. I made this track for my mother. Once again, it's called Ultimate Motivational Inspiration right here on Radio AFG Lives. So you got time for that now, Sunday. We went over the 12 o'clock mark. We about 10 minutes out of having this show being over. I thank you guys for rocking and rolling with me. Phone lines are still open for the next 10 minutes. 215-471-0713. That's 215-471-0713. Still on this, so you got time for that Saturday night, which is now Sunday morning, March the 1st. I thank you for joining me. We just switched months live on air from February 28th to March the 1st. That was awesome. But we're getting back on the task at hand. As I said, this is the wind down, so I thank everybody out there for rocking and rolling with me and listening to me. For those of you who are going to watch this over again on my YouTube page, or who didn't see it and you're just going to see it for the first time as an externalized video on my YouTube page, thank you for taking the time out to listen to every word that I said out of my mouth. Again, I'm not judging you. I am not damning anyone to hell. I'm not condemning anyone to hell. And I'm also not going to make sure that I follow you some bitches who are going straight into those pits of Tartarus. That being said, Radio AFG Live up until further notice in the middle of March, probably around the middle or end of March. Up until from now until then, you will be seeing Radio AFG Live Monday through Saturday, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. right here on twitch.tv, and then rebroadcast via youtube.com/5 DUECEGUN. That's youtube.com/5 Deuce Gun. In closing, I would like to thank you guys. Before I say in closing, actually, I want to, shout some people out. I've already did one of them, and I'm going to do it again. Shout out to the homie, the Vigilant Christian Mario, because once I was introduced to his page by accident, I didn't type in his name. I actually was looking up Illuminati and educating myself on occult rituals and things of that nature, just reading on Google and then watching videos that people did on YouTube on the subject. And I happened to stumble across his page, The Vigilant Christian. Make sure you guys check it out. The Vigilant Christian. Vigilant. You should know how to spell Christian. But anyway, after reviewing his page and looking at multiple videos, I'm now subscribed to his page. I will be subscribing to his secondary page with his other brother in Christ. I forgot his name, but I just watched a video where he said they're doing another page where they're teaming up and going to be bringing us more information. So people like the Vigilant Christian Mario, like I said, I wanted to shout you out and say thank you, for doing the work that you do, because a lot of people are afraid to say what you're saying. And I was a little timid to be able to speak as freely as I have on this topic myself tonight, but I've done so much wrong in my life that if my existence being wiped from this planet and the example of such and what I did wrong and the words that I started talking about to try to show there's better than negativity can help someone, so be it. Because I know God not going to have that example be made for money, fame, because it would have happened for me if I was meant to be in that, if I was that lost especially because people know I've been doing music since I was 14 years old in terms of writing it. I didn't start performing it or recording it since I was 18. And then from 18 till now, I've been recording, producing, coming up with marketing strategies, promotions, and all types of shit. And never once, even when I was a child, when I was 18, I was sitting outside my mom's house freestyling one night. I said, yo, if I ever get signed to a label, if a legitimate businessman or somebody who's not trying to rob me of my talent and try to make me out to somebody I'm not going to be. Back then, I didn't know nothing about the word of God as much as I do now, because education through religion wasn't pushed upon me. My mom didn't really talk about reading the Bible or nothing like that. So it wasn't a decision because God said it wasn't good to be in the music industry, and the music industry is run by the devil. When I was in the third, I had no idea about any of that stuff. I just said I never, because what my eyes saw on TV. And when I read these magazines and how everybody smiled and jewelried up, but there's more behind it than just that bullshit. And I knew that as a child. And I always said, I wanted to do 4 records. If I ever had like original, if I had a chance to have a producer make me beats and I ain't have to rap on industry beats, it was original my shit, and I got a chance to make my own original tracks, I want to do 4 CDs. Opening statement. Opening statement. The rebuttal. Closing arguments. The verdict. 20 years later, add on 1.5, I released opening statement. 10 years later plus 2, or really 10 years plus 1.5, on that 18, I dropped opening statement. Harry Metz and myself, independent producer, independent artist, independent recording company, we got together and did that. Shout out to you, Harry Metz. Even though you are now in the realm of a wolf in sheep's clothing, and I can no longer befriend you. And now I see that the decision that you've made and the shit that you listen to, you've done this purposefully. It's not, oh, I didn't see the messages and all this and the third. You've done it purposefully. So I can no longer associate myself with you. So there will be no Harry Metz Productions on The Rebuttal. There will be no Harry Metz Productions on, Closing Arguments or The Verdict if he does not make better decisions in his life. And I'm not talking about drinking and smoking. I'm talking about following the word of others without finding out the true cause. Making decisions and ignoring and invoking certain clauses based on what you heard, not what you've seen. See, that to me shows that you're following a false prophet, because somebody's out there defaming, speaking all this righteousness, but at the same time going against it every chance they get, knowingly and willingly, trying to be something that they're not, rapping about something that they're not, putting on tough face images for something that they're not, talking about subjects they never walked around. I have no malice in my heart for anybody. The closest person I think I could feel really about was my father, because of the position my mother put me in based on the history she had with him, or so I felt growing up. But I don't hold any resentment to somebody to not succeed, to wish death or wish anguish or stress in any way against someone. Yes, I do get infuriated by people's disloyalty, by their backbiting. But this is the same shit they was doing since I was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, since I was a child. So if I've been aware enough to think in retrospect, this is the same type of shit that's been going on since I was a kid with these same characters, what would make me think this is going to change or be any better? It's only going to get worse because now we're all older and have worse shit at our disposal on our devices. That being said, do you got time to open your eyes and see that that's the type of shit that's going on? You ain't got no time for trying to make things right and better, but you got all the time in the world to keep on arguing with people, go to the club and drink and shit because you seen it on TV and not even realize that's why you're doing it. Question yourself and why you do some of the stuff you do. It'll be amazing the shit you come up with and how you'll start to go, wait a minute. You pulling the veil over your own eyes, or from over your own eyes. Wait a minute, I was blind, but now I see. I can't believe what I'm doing. And certain shit got to change. Certain things can be overnight, certain things can be gradual, but they have to change. And that's why I made the change. Do you got time? Oh, so you got time for that over there. You got time to be proud to be called Ratchet Thought. bitch. You got time to go back and forth over the word nigga. But you ain't got no time to really implement something that you should be paying attention to, like your own household, your own life, what you're doing and how you're throwing it away based on the advice of others. Not even through conversation, but through suggestion. Through, oh yeah, man, you did that. Well, you should go up there and do that shit. I did. You see what it did. Where do it get you? What do it get you? You ain't worrying about nothing I'm saying, but all that negative shit, you got time for that. It's your boy Young Hawk, the Five Dudes Gun, man. Radio AFG Live. I thank you for rocking and rolling with me here tonight. Right here on twitch.tv/the Five Dudes Gun. That's DA, the number 5, DUECEGUN. Remember, as always, if you got music you want spun nightly right here on Radio AFG Live, or if you want to be a part of Street Heat Volume 3, all you got to do is send your music MP3 form, of course, to the 5dudesgun@gmail.com. That's DA, the number 5, DUECEGUN. Also, if you didn't get a chance to check this out live on twitch.tv, thank you for joining me right here on youtube.com for the rebroadcast at youtube.com/the number 5, DUECEGUN. See you guys tomorrow night. In the words of my nigga Steve Austin, same Stone Cold time, same Stone Cold channel. Radio AFG Live right here on twitch.tv/the 5 Dudes Gun. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night.